January, we were just talking about this, we make big promises or resolutions, at least most people do, to ourselves, but by February, for most of the people who start in January, they're already gone.
That's why I don't do them.
Yeah, it turns out it's not a motivation problem, it is a mindset problem.
And we are joined live in studio by Mark Manson. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
If people don't know, you're a New York Times bestseller, you're an author, you've been around for a while, you've got this huge Instagram following, you've got a newsletter, and the name of your book we can't say because it's the subtle art of not giving a bleep.
Yes.
Yes, which people I think are going to know that title. that book was really everywhere.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's now launched you into this space. But so you're here to talk about New Year's resolutions.
Sure.
Because how do you feel about them?
I get where you guys are coming from.
Okay.
Right? You can set a goal any time of year.
Sure.
So what's magical about January 1st?
Yeah.
And I think people set too high of expectations for themselves at the beginning of the year, and that actually kind of backfires.
Interesting.
I will say, I think the biggest thing that people miss with New Year's resolutions is they don't think about the why behind the goal that they're setting.
Tell me more about that.
Right, so, okay, if let's say you take the classic, like, I want to lose 10 pounds.
Sure.
Right.
Everybody wants to do that. But if you actually think about what's inspiring that, if there's not some deeper motivation than just looking a little bit better or vanity, you're gonna lose that motivation within 2 or 3 weeks. So I'll give you a simple practical example. A friend of mine a few years ago lost like 80 pounds.
Wow.
And I asked him how he did it. And he was like, I hate going to the gym, I hate working out, but I did it anyway. And I was like, okay, what made it stick? And he said that he had a son who got old enough for him to start playing with them, and he said, I noticed I was out of breath every time I played with my kid, and I didn't want to be that dad.
So you have to find the deeper motivation is what you're saying.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's very interesting. Yeah. A lot of people, though, are already so overwhelmed in their lives, right? I think it's easy to see why resolutions fail because we're barely making it through the days, and then in January you decide, I'm going to do 10 new things.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So how do you manage setting new goals when you're barely getting through, like, the basics of life you want to get through? Which is a lot of people. Society is so busy now.
It is. We're so inundated with different
work schedules and family schedules and trying to lose weight and trying to eat healthy.
And not even to mention the phone and all the stuff, right? So I encourage people to think about what they want to take away in the new year, right? So everybody's always thinking like, what do I want to add to my life?
Right.
It's like, okay, well, no, let's think about like, what are you doing that you should stop doing?
Okay.
Because that actually.
Well, see, I didn't think that was like a resolution.
I do think it is.
So I just said like, I'm trying to delegate more things. I'm trying to not be so involved
I think that's
in stuff
definitely
that
a
doesn't
resolution.
really involve me, right? So that I'm not as tired.
Yes, yes. I'm trying to work less because I like that. I'm a workaholic, and so my New Year's resolution is to just be a normal human.
So maybe think the less, not the add. I like that.
Yeah, I like that too.
You talk a lot about shifts and mindset, and you have people write into you. I love looking at the newsletter when people have these epiphanies.
Right.
So what are some of the biggest shifts you see for people?
Oh man, there's so many. I think the most interesting thing, seeing all these stories come in from the newsletter is like, we have this, when we want to change, we have this tendency to think that we have to do this complete 180 reversion of our lives, like just make this massive dramatic change. And it's actually often the small things that have a very...
Do you have an example?
Have like a compounding effect. You know, something as simple as, you know, deciding, you know, changing your morning habits, right? You know, it's like, okay, I'm not going to open my phone first thing in the morning.
That was my goal last year. And I stuck to it.
And how was it?
I'm way happier.
Okay, see, there you go.
I'm not overwhelmed the minute I wake up.
There you go. Because it has these like knock-on domino effects throughout your day, right? And so back to your point, it's like maybe start small. Like just pick a small thing because you're much more likely to stick to it. Find something with a little bit of meaning and purpose behind it, and you're much more likely to go further.
Okay, well, I'm going to tap into your best-selling book. What about people who want to care less about what other people think? Since clearly you're the expert on that.
And I said to you when you walked in, when you stop caring, a lot of people start caring, and then you have to deal with those people.
Yes, because it has knock-on effects. So the thing I always say to people who want to give fewer blanks, is that the key is actually it's not about not caring, it's about finding something more important than what other people think.
Okay.
Like I always ask people, I'm like, what are you willing to be disliked for? And if you don't have something in your life that you're willing to be disliked for, then that's actually the problem.
Oh,
I like that.
Now that's interesting. Okay.
Okay, well, we have to go, but I could talk to you for like 4
I
hours about all this
know.
stuff. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank
we
you for
appreciate
having
it.
me.
I'm sure the audience has taken a lot away.
I think so too. Congrats on all your success. Good luck working less, but like we like your work, so
And we like
I
you
don't know
being
what
here.
to tell you.
Yeah.
Come visit us again. Put that
Yeah.
back on the list. Mark, thank you for being